four siblings spent their early years of their lives working hard on the family farm while attending school in a nearby town. While Brent joked around and often did not even attend class, Bruce was hard at work with his studies. Slowly, Bruce was emerging from behind the shadow of his brother and beginning to become an independent person away from his twin. As they reached the age of 18, they began to go their separate ways. Brent was beginning a family of his own, and Bruce was drafted into the Army to serve overseas in the Vietnam War. Bruce worked very hard at basic training, and even harder when he became a cook, preparing meals for the rest of the troops. Later on, he would take care of German shepherds as he took on the role of a veterinarian in the war. No, Bruce was not on the front line with his gun in his hand, fighting alongside others and against the enemy, but his role served just as important as on the front line. After 3 years of dedicated service to the Army, he was honorably discharged and headed home. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Elmer Larson is the one who I call Dad. He has been an incredible role model and influence throughout my entire life. Without him, I would not be half the incredible person I am today. His struggle and success is what has driven me all of these years. After being discharged from the Army, Bruce pursued many careers, such as owning, running, and cooking in his own restaurants, holding a position on city councils, and small here-and-there projects. It was during these times where he met my mother, Kim. They were married in 1985. Later on in the years, in 1992, a year before my sister was born, something tragic hit my dad and his family. Brent was diagnosed with cancer. It was lung cancer, and Brent couldn't hold on long after being diagnosed. He passed away later on that year. Bruce was crushed. His opposite, his other half, was gone. But Bruce knew he had to be strong, and after much time of mourning his loss, Bruce got his life back on track. In 1993, my sister Tiffany was born, and a couple years later, I followed. Just dealing with his $2 was hard enough work. We were a handful and required lots of time and attention. Over the 17 years of my life, he has been constantly supportive and encouraging. He attends all of my school functions and is always inspiring me to do my very best. About 2 years ago, tragedy struck him again and his family. My dad was diagnosed with colon cancer. It was such a heartbreaking moment learning the news of cancer. It was especially hard on my dad, since his own twin brother had gone through such a disease himself. I thought this would be the end. I thought my dad would give up and let what's supposed to happen, happen. He proved me wrong. Going through countless surgeries, my dad has held on and continued to fight, never giving up. To this day, he is still fighting. Instead of getting weaker and weaker, I only see him getting stronger. He is a 71-year-old man with colon cancer, and he continues to become stronger and stronger. I have never met someone else who is as amazing as my father is. To have the strength and ability to fight through such struggles is beyond my own comprehension. Over the years of his life, he has gained and he has lost, but one thing he has never done is give up.